What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. We're here recording live from the mothership with another episode of the Southampton career. Now, unfortunately, we have another one of them rare instances, but unfortunately, I'm not that rare, where I've missed the match. Now, I think this specific match was done as a live match, and I somehow deleted it or something because I genuinely can't find the footage anywhere. Obviously, it's probably got something to do with the fact that my laptop had broken down on a PC, so all my footage is like mixed up on, but I just can't find it. So it was the first leg of our match against PSG. You're going to see the second leg of that Champions League fixture in this episode, and it wasn't until yesterday where I realized that I hadn't actually edited the first leg, and I thought, what the hell happened to that shit? So that's why there wasn't an upload yesterday, because I was trying to find this footage, and then by the time I realized that I just can't find it, it was too late to upload. Well, it's never too late to upload, but I thought we'll just do it tomorrow. So the first leg, I will tell you, we did pick up a win in that match at home at St. Mary's against Paris Saint-Germain. It was a 1-0 victory. So in this episode, you're going to see the second leg. We go to France with a 1-0 lead to hold on to, and we could possibly go into the next round of the Champions League. It would be a huge result for us to knock out Paris Saint-Germain in that tournament. But in the game where we have to focus on right now, we're playing against Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League. And we open up the scoring, and it's that man again. It's that combo again. Lucas Vazquez finding Bertrand Traore, whipping it into the box. God knows how nobody got their head on the ball prior. And it's actually a pretty good head from Traore for him to have them reflexes. Obviously, not knowing if someone else is going to get a touch on the ball, for it to land on his head and for him to be able to direct that into that far post. So, good goal from Bertrand Traore. Now it's down the left-hand side where Ryan Bertrand has to do some defending. And I didn't mess up their names for once. Bertrand not really doing well enough right there. And it went back post. And that one is somewhat down to me, conceding that goal. Because at the back post with Jan Valery, I just didn't jump. I didn't jump. I was expecting Areola. I was so sure Areola was going to just catch that I didn't even press to head of the ball. I just left it, and I guess that's a mistake that you really can't make. You see it right there. Valery just didn't move because I was really just expecting Areola to back up, and even if he just tips over the bar, but in the end he just kept moving forward, and in the end you see right there he wasn't even close to it. So I mean, by the time I realized he wasn't gonna get it, it was a bit late. So now we're pegged back and we have to take the lead again. But luckily, as you see right here, it's just working for us going forward at the moment. Like, everyone's finding space, everyone wants to be on the ball. That's the sign of a team that's thriving when it comes to offense. That everyone wants to be on the ball, everyone wants to get a touch, and Valverde takes a strike from range and forces a good save out of Rui Patricio in a Wolverhampton Wanderers goal. Into the second half now, and it does take a while before we get another chance. This is the second half now. Bufal's got Ryan Bertrand overlapping down left hand side. Options in the box, at least 3 of them. It goes back post to Gamertag, who puts us 2-1 up and restores the lead. Ryan Bertrand puts it on a plate for the Italian, and we go ahead once again late into the game. Final 15 minutes of regular time, and Gamertag, I mean, the cross was pinpoint perfect, but the finish was just as good on his weak foot to just cushion that past the keeper at a tight angle on the volley. Brilliant finish from Gamertag, finishing from a brilliant cross. Maybe Rui Patricio should have done a little bit better, but I mean, when the ball is, when it's that close, you can't really complain too much. When it's that close, it kind of just comes down to guesswork. Like, you have to guess where the offensive player is going to put the ball, and then from there, if your reflexes are good enough, you might get a hand onto it. A lot of it come down to luck, but they didn't get that luck, and we found the back of the net right there. More transfer window action. Daniel Van der Meer is going to be joining Hull City on loan next season, and Mola is also going to go out on loan. So 2 younger players going to be leaving us for next season, and hopefully doing some good work. Only player on the list for the player of the month for this month, Bertrand Traore. And now, upcoming next is the derby. I think we got 4 episodes in this. I always say that. I think we got 4 matches in this episode. We got this one. The next game is that second leg against PSG. I wish I could tell you who scored in the first leg. I can't remember for the life of me. Let's see if I can remember. It might have been Bertrand Traore. It may have been Bertrand Traore. Either Bertrand Traore and Lucas Vazquez. One of them scored in the first leg. Not that it matters. It doesn't really matter. The result, you got a result. Hopefully, I wish I could have shown you guys, because it was actually a pretty good match. I remember recording it live. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't find that footage anywhere. So right. And now we're coming forward again, playing against Bournemouth, and I feel like this series we've had a lot better success rate against Bournemouth away from home, and this looks like it's gonna continue as a deadly counter-attack. One ball over the top of Højbjerg to Sofiane Boufal, plays it across to Vasquez, and the finish from Vasquez is what's the word? What word are we gonna use? Seasoned. It's a seasoned finish from Vasquez. He sees the keeper coming out. He knows how to control that ball and just guide it past the keeper right there. Begovic comes out like he's trying to hit my guy with a baseball slide and shit. But Vasquez is just able to put it underneath just to the side of the keeper just a little bit. But like I said, I usually have some problems with Bournemouth. I usually have problems playing Bournemouth at this stadium. Like I said before, beautiful football right there. And Højbjerg skies it. And I actually thought we should have got a penalty right there. You're going to see from the replay. Højbjerg was taken out as he hit. Look! Penalty Jeff! As my boy Wolfie would say. That's surely a penalty. But no, usually I have trouble with Bournemouth because of their stadium. But now it looks like we're not having them troubles at all in this season. Almiron, a little bit fortunate. I mean, we're playing, you guys can see it, we're playing beautiful football in them triangles, close range, short passing. It's all just working out, intricate moves being created. We got a little bit fortunate as Almiron was almost tackled right there. Look, just moving the ball nicely. Ake, I'm not even going to say, you know, we didn't get fortunate. The tackle from Ake was just weak. Look at that. I would rage. You would be benched if you came on my team with a weak-ass tackle like that. You got to be stronger, man. You've got to be stronger. Especially against a player as small as Almiron. Jeez, Lord Jesus. How many goals is that for? 4th league goal for Miguel Almiron. Doing a wonderful job for us off the bench usually. Starting when we play a 4-5-1, but usually we don't. So he's usually off of the bench. Usually just coming on every now and again. But 32 minutes of scoring continued. Is that Shepkase? Who's that? Who's got that goal? It isn't. I don't know who it is though. But Bournemouth were able to pull themselves back. Only 32 minutes into the game, we've already seen 3 goals. It's damn near a goal every 10 minutes. But the defending right there just isn't good enough. I mean, just not tight enough. I mean, the shape and everything was good. That all made sense. But who didn't even really make an attempt to get in front of that shot either, which he probably would have been able to block it if he did. But again, back on the offense, playing some beautiful one-touch football. Bertrand Traore finds Almiron, goes around his man, and look at that finish from the Paraguayan. He is absolutely kicking it into high gear this season. He's looking good. Boy, looking good. And again, it's that football that we're playing. We've found it. Our offense is thriving. First half, another 3 goals. We're looking good. And sometimes, look, Bertrand Traore, there's no one in the middle right there. Bertrand Traore does such a brilliant job of sometimes just fading out wide and letting someone else break through the middle, whether it's Højbjerg. It's been Højbjerg a lot this season. Sometimes it's Almiron. Sometimes Vasquez is coming into the middle. The front 3 just interchange so well. And we'll come forward again. Boufal finding Højbjerg. Finds Bertrand on the left-hand side. A little bit fortunate for the ball to break. And Bertrand just puts it across the face of goal. Almost finding the back of the net. I think Bertrand still yet to score his first goal of the season for this campaign. And that was a chance for him to do it. He's had some good chances. He gets forward a lot and he gets into real good positions. Just not good enough that time. The goal scorer for Bournemouth right there, losing the ball. It breaks to Almiron. Boufal is going to slide it across to Bertrand Traore. And Bertrand Traore crashes it off of that post. How many times have we seen him do that from that angle this season? Luckily, it didn't matter because we did leave with all 3 points in the derby again. Bournemouth looking heartbroken. Of course, you lose a derby and that's just how you feel. But 2 goals from Miguel Almiron, 2nd and the 3rd of the game. Well, 3rd of the game for us. Are the goals that secured the victory for us, and he does leave with a man of match award for 94% passing. The boy was just outstanding in this match. But the outstanding player of the month is Bertrand Traore. You guys have seen it. He's been scoring in all of the last few episodes. February Player of the Month award goes to Traore. We're already February. We are very quickly approaching the end of season 2, and I told you we're gonna be back this time. This time it's real. We're back in full force. I know I missed a day. I'm not saying it's gonna be every day without fail. Sometimes we might miss a few days, usually maybe a day, but I have a lot of videos already ready to be edited, to be posted, just to be commentated. We're here. And also, there's going to be an announcement for the new career mode on the community tab somewhat soon, maybe this weekend, so keep your eyes out for that one. I'm gonna let you guys know what team I'm gonna use, and then I'll start throwing out a few polls as time goes as to how you want to see. I know Kev, my boy Kev said he wants it to be disabled transfer window. So I mean, I'll throw up a poll, see how many people want the first transfer window disabled, how many don't. I always lean towards disabling the first transfer window, especially if I do it after the January transfer window closes, which is what I'm leaning to, just because it makes more sense. So, and if the polls are close, then I'll go with what I decide. So we'll go with disabling the transfer window. But now we're into this second leg fixture against PSG, and this stadium is just, I love this. It's one of my favorite stadiums in the world football. This one, the Johan Cruyff Arena, that's just some beautiful stadium. Even Ibrox is such a nice stadium, but this one right here, it's just gorgeous. None of them compared to the carpet though. You can't compare nothing to the Emirates. But this is how we lined up. Front three of Redmond, Traore, and Vasquez. Højbjerg, Lamina, and Romeo complete the midfield three, and then Bertrand, Hermoso, and Nathaniel Klein in the team. So, I mean, it's a team you could expect. But what we came out in this game, extreme pressing. Look at the pressing on PSG, forcing them to just boot the ball out of play. And that was the tactic for this match. We throw the ball in. Ryan Bertrand plays it across to Ray Romeo. We got players across. Vasquez is going to play it aside to Lamina. Shot saved. Falls to Lucas Vasquez. And all it took was 23 minutes and we double our aggregate lead as Lucas Vasquez runs over to celebrate with Keima and Gabbiadini. But that all came from our high pressing style. We really boxed them in their corner right there, and there was really nothing they could have done about it in that situation. And they just ended up booting out of play, and the very next throw on from that situation led to our goal. And of course, they weren't tracking the run of Lamina, and that's what happens when you get runners coming from deep in midfield. Like, you have to allocate someone to track that run, and if they don't, they're gonna be open. It's that simple. But fourth goal in the Champions League this season for Lucas Vasquez. He's making it look easy all season long. PSG now have to score two. Well, I mean, nothing's really changed. They had to score 2 goals anyway, but now they score 2 goals, and they still go out on goal difference. But they got one back here as Munier. Munier seems to score a lot of goals on FIFA. Obviously, this is first time playing PSG in this career mode, but even with other people's career modes, if anyone I ever see anyone play PSG, Munier seems to score against them. It's something. Might have to take a quick look at this man, but defending poor. Like, if you ever let the ball bounce inside the box from a corner, you know you're doing something wrong. You gotta get it out first time of asking. But we were not giving up as we continued offense. Højbjerg slides it across. Bertrand Traore takes a touch, tried to chip it, tried to be a little bit cheeky. FIFA wasn't allowing it. The keeper didn't go down, but FIFA then helped me out because I didn't actually press for Bertrand Traore to get that rebounded header. They done it themselves. EA said, yeah. Nah, you tried. But you know what? You worked that move well, so we're going to help you out. And then that was all EA. I didn't press to do that header. That was all EA. So a lot of hate going around for EA, deservedly, because they're doing a madness. But thank you, EA. And that's Bertrand Traore's 4th goal in the Champions League campaign now. We're just, offensively, not a lot of teams are going to be able to stop us. I mean, we're just so good going forward right now. Unless we have an off day going forward, or in the case of Champions League, obviously 2 off days, we're going to be a hard team to stop. And Højbjerg rising high after another wicked delivery from Ryan Bertrand into the box. But you can see a lot of this, it's all Southampton. As we come forward again, 70 minutes, Lamina going for the volley off of the fancy flick and forcing the save out of Gigi Buffon. It looks like Buffon's dream of winning the Champions League is going to come be cut short again unless PSG get himself another goal. So, wait a minute. I'm sleep. I've cut out their equalizing goal again somehow. Did I? Every time I sit here and think, did I? It always turns out I did. We didn't see that second goal. My memory is so bad when I'm commentating these. I don't remember seeing that second goal. I cut it out. I can only apologize. I'm very sorry. But as you see right there, we knocked PSG out. Now, I remember when we drew PSG, Mark sat here, looked me in the face, and said, we ain't beating them. We beat them. And now, for the next round, we have Real Madrid. We had them in our group stage. We lost both games, home and away. And now we have to be able to defeat them home and away. Well, at least on aggregate, to get into the next round of the Champions League. Will our Champions League dream be cut short? Now, you would think so, especially with us losing in the group stage both games. However, y'all told me I wasn't going to beat PSG either. So, I'm keeping my dreams alive. I'm going to try hard. We're in an FA Cup game. Angus Gunn gets a red star. Valerie Rodriguez, Hermoso and Chilwell, Buffal, Valverde, Dada, and Hesse, and Almiron in that cam role with Gabbiadini leading the line. Playing against Liverpool, so of course we want to field a strong side. And I'm happy with the way our squad is going in terms of like squad depth and everything. Because I look at that team, it is very rotated. Obviously, there are a couple players who play regularly who are in there. But other than that, it's rotated a lot, and it's still a pretty strong squad. Like, I wouldn't put out a team that I don't believe can win the match. I simply wouldn't do that. Even if I feel like other players are tired, I wouldn't put out a team that I didn't think could win a match, or players who I didn't think could do the job. So everybody in this lineup, I feel, can do the job, and that's a lovely thing to experience as a manager. When you rotate a squad and you still feel like you've got a team that's good enough to go out there and win. I mean, we've got players like Hesse on there who have had a brilliant season. Now, Miron's had a brilliant season on the ball right now. And look, Fabinho just can't get him off the ball. Still fighting him off, shrugging off Fabinho. Almiron's still going, slides it across to Gabbiadini, and the finish wasn't matching Almiron's play. Now, I do realize I missed a run from Bertrand Traore, who we could have played in, but what happened. It's too late now. Timo Werner comes forward with Liverpool. Nice little 1-2. Slides it into Mane. Gets it back from whoever that is. And a finish from a tight angle from Timo Werner as he puts Liverpool up in this FA Cup tie. Now, 46 minutes in, you see the first half was real quiet. Like, other than our chance, this was all that happened, and I was vexed. I was vexed going into after that goal, because we had not even a minute left until the end of the first half, and we couldn't even get through that, and that really pissed me off. And right after the second half starts, Southampton, no, I said Southampton, like I ain't Southampton. Liverpool get another chance, and Hermoso gives it straight to Fabinho, and you know what? Let me just take a drink. Huh? What? 2-0 down? We conceded 2 goals in basically 5 minutes, like around 5 minutes. They scored real late in the end of the first half, and then they scored straight away. And I can't blame no one else. It was my fault. Gave the ball away with Hermoso in a dangerous position. From there, defense never really was given a chance to recover, and you give Mo Salah a chance in that kind of position, you already know he's gonna find it back in the net, whether it's FIFA or whether it's real life. Now we have to come back from behind. We have done it before. And now the focus is all there to do it against Sofiane Buffal on the left-hand side. Beats his man with complete ease, but nothing really opened up for him. I tried to like kind of sneak it into that near post, but Alisson was just too good, too good to be outsmarted right there. Almiron has a man to his right though. Sergi Dada. You see, we're forced kind of at this point to take chances from range, but again, for the second time in this episode, Almiron gets a little bit fortunate. That one definitely more fortunate than the other one. The last one was just a poor challenge. But that's fortunate the way that's popped up for Almiron, and it's a cultured finish. It's a cultured finish. Like, he put too much power on it, he's just guided it. It's gone over Van Dijk. Maybe that had something to do with Alisson not getting his hands on it, because maybe he saw it late with it going over Van Dijk. But in the end of the day, we brought ourselves back into this game. 2-1 right here as we try and get ourselves back into it. Almiron caught lacking by Keita, and it's a really good save from Angus Gunn, but the attack is still alive as Mo Salah has the ball, and that's just some good football, man. That's just some good football. That's one of them things where you're playing on ultimate difficulty, and there's really not much you can do. Obviously it's not impossible, but if the AI, you see, this is what I'm talking about. Midfielders making runs from deep. Chamberlain's made that run and just completely not tracked. Whose job is it? If the midfielder's not going to track him, the defender can't leave their assignment to go and look at him, you know? So he's just going to be unmarked. And we go 3-1 down in this one. Fortunately for us, Liverpool gave the ball away with a sloppy pass. And look at the red and white shirts piling forward. Sergi Dada tried to find his man. Got a little bit fortunate again as the ball breaks for Miguel Almiron. He bows down on goal and scores his 4th of the episode. Goes pick up the ball. 10 minutes remaining on the clock. Is there enough time for us to get something out of it? Poor from Liverpool as they've capitulated right there. Finish again from Almiron. Just on point. I believe that's 4 goals in 2 games. I don't think he played in any other games in this episode. Didn't play against PSG. He might have played against... Oh, yeah. Bournemouth was the other game he scored. Who else did we play in this episode? I can't really remember. But Almiron again, look at him creating. Plays it to Hesse. Finds Gabbiadini inside. Last minute chance. And it's another finish from Gabbiadini that's dragged wide. Last one was on his good foot. This one's on his weaker foot. And he actually done better than the first one. But still... With only a few minutes remaining in the game, we have failed to find the back of the net. A goal that would have sent us, really, I mean, it would have sent us into another replay, which, I mean, nobody wanted. But, I mean, it would have been better than going out as we did. A lucky draw from Southampton. That is the same thing they said to us when we drew Real Madrid in the group stage. And they were right. Hopefully they aren't right this time. We continue to train Matt Target and Ampadu. Matt Target actually goes up to a 75. I was surprised to see Target still has the sign that kind of indicates potential growth. So, like I said, we're going to keep focusing on him for a little while. See as high as we can get until he's a decent backup left back, which is what we're looking for him to be right now. Look at the bottom of the table. Stoke on 23 points. Aston Villa look about gone. Stoke look like they're going to join them. But on the top half of the table, we are, I mean, the lead from us and Spurs just keeps fluctuating up and down, up and down. Right now it's looking pretty good at 7 points, but I'm sure that will change throughout from now to the end of the season. We still got 10 games to play, so there's a lot of football. I'm still waiting. You guys tell me your predictions. Who you think the top? Who is it? Top 6? Let's say top 8. Who do you think the top 8? How do you think that's gonna look in order? Let me know. For now, that's the end of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.